New poll out in Virginia found that overall 47% of Virginia want Ralph Northam to stay. 47% want him to leave. 58% of black people in Virginia want him to stay. Maybe it's because we don't have to try to pretend to feel a way we don't. I think that most black people understand that a certain portion of our country right now, for a very long period of time, didn't care what black people thought. I don't think America started pretending to care what black people thought till around the 2000s. But we understand that it is not what you say, it is what you do. Donald Trump is in office. He got in office basically by being a racist, basically appealing to racism. When you say this black man wasn't born here, when you say I'm not going to rent to black people, your actions are speaking for you. Northam and Virginia have given felons the right to vote. They fight hard. They're a sanctuary city. So it is what he's doing or can do that is what black people look at. Politicians being racist is not new. It's retro. And when you're black, there's a certain amount of pragmatism you have to have. Like people say, how could you still listen to R. Kelly after all he's done? The same way we can sing the national anthem after all they've done. When you're black, there's a certain amount of stuff that you have to get used to. And there's a certain amount of pragmatism you apply to things. I don't know if he is a racist. I don't know. I know Lyndon Johnson was a racist, and he changed the course of a lot of people's. His Earl Warren, and the people who had the Miranda rights and Brown versus Board of Education. They were no friends of black people. They weren't fond of them. Matter of fact, one of the only dissenting voters on Plessy versus Ferguson was a slave owner from Kentucky. We don't care what you say. We care what you do. Yes, you took pictures in blackface. And I don't know which one of those it was. You know it's bad when you can't decide whether you're doing the blackface or doing the Klan robe. But we have a certain level of pragmatism. We know that everything isn't as it seems. It's not what you do. It's not what you say. It's what you do. And that is why I think you see this disparity. A lot of white people are pretending to be offended because it's cause du jour. Black people know that no matter who we get, from a certain period of time, it is not unusual that 70-some-year-old or 60-some-year-old white people felt that way and felt they were unimpressed. They could do whatever they wanted. It's pragmatism. You ask me, how come black people can look the other way when somebody has a picture in a yearbook from 40 years ago? Look at all the other things you were doing 40 years ago. We accept that people have felt ways that they pretend not to now. It's what they do that matters more than what they say. That's a little note from the GED section. We got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.